intro dialogue ready? Is everybody?
I'm still
Yeah,
trying to
looking
think
good.
of what my healing word is going to be.
It'll come to you in a moment.
No, Baba Booey.
Baba Booey's
Baba
already been
Booey's
happening.
is
It's already taken.
How about let's go?
Alright.
Yep.
Let's get started.
Do it.
What?
Start us off, Matthew.
Okay, so that's hilarious. I just said it. There's a running gag with when I DM. It's like the cursed words of DMing is saying so, before you start narrating. So I try not to say the word so, but if I ever say so,
But
I
I
say,
don't-
oh, it's the cursed words. It's it's like saying but at the end of a sentence to start a new sentence.
However,
Johnny.
All right,
Toast AF.
Okay.
It's been a couple of long sea-filled nights. The 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 of you. Roton is not with you guys yet. On this shipping vessel, you talk to this pirate-voiced gentleman by the name of fuck, what's his name? Mordon. Morin, not Moron. Morden, and you paid your fares to sail across the great ocean to a new continent. Well, a new continent to be discovered. Ashtrust was a continent that was discovered roughly 100 years ago, and you may have been alive to know of the news, but it wasn't much of news at all. New continents were being discovered almost every day around that time, so it wasn't much of a surprise. But for some reason, this continent hasn't been fully colonized by the factions that do sit there now, festering and doing their own business. And a lot of people that you're from have speculated why. Could it be some sort of evil beneath the rocks, the old tombs? Could it be some other person pulling the strings behind? Or could it just be the fact that democracy has tied down the borders? That maybe that with smooth talking, war was to be avoided by non-expansion. But nonetheless, you gentlemen, with your and gentlemen and ladies, all board the ship with your own goals in mind, with your own ambitions, and you go to the ship, and the housing is an old storage component that's been Hades have been showed around. Old clothes have been patched up to form these like knapsacks, and unfortunately, because it's a shipping vessel, there are not a lot of bedrooms. So, for all of you guys, for an average-sized room, you guys all have been boarded in this place. Not a lot of talking has been done for the couple of weeks you've been out, but you all get a feeling that you're going to arrive at port soon, and it's pretty early. It's probably 7 in the morning, so if you guys are sleeping, you can be sleeping, but if you guys want to do some party interaction, you certainly can. You can also look around the ship. There's a lot to see. Well, there are things to see. I wouldn't say a lot, but...
Do I see any land-based seabirds flying around?
Yeah, so
good.
You're in the lower deck, so you'd have to walk out to see the...
I would like to go to the upper deck, please.
Yeah,
I roll for MILFs.
As you...
Sorry.
Xavier, are
Last
you...
time I'm gonna do that, sorry.
You got this on the recording, or... Ooh.
Yeet?
We're live, right? We're rolling,
Yep.
right? Alright. Glad I just wanted the VOD. Yeah. Oh, I mean, if you want to make it pretty, yeah, if you want to make it pretty, by all means, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to. I'd be honored to, actually. I'm just doing this for fun, so. Alright. So, I said it. So you walk out, and the smell of sea, is you've never really gotten used to it. You haven't really been on the ocean in your life. How do you pronounce your name again?
Izael.
Izael. I don't know. Have you been on the ocean? Or is this kind of your first experience?
No, this is my first time on the ocean.
Yeah. So you step out, and you do see a variety of birds. Make a nature check.
Nature?
See if any of them are familiar to you.
What? Okay. 16.
Okay. You look around and you see, obvious seabirds, but you see maybe one or two what appears to be what appears to be like pelicans, you would assume, based on your vision and your sight. So based on this knowledge, that land is pretty close. It should be only maybe an hour and a half. And as you look around to look for these birds, you do notice what appears to be a steadily approaching landmass.
Alrighty then.
So, and the seawater just wakens you up. It's just the saltiness
Look.
is just right in your
Look,
face.
furry creature. We see this land on the horizon.
You turn around and you see a gentleman standing next to you.
Yeah,
That you didn't even
Hello
notice
there.
walked up before.
What do you guys look like? Hey, what do your characters look like?
I'm a half giant. Pale, tattooed, hairless.
The picture is actually a pretty accurate representation, except that my skin is more white and my hair is more red. And I have a spear and shield as opposed to a staff.
What a peculiar creature you are.
Sorry?
Your nose, does it burn? Are you ill?
No. It is a little salty out here, though.
This is a new adventure for me. I have only been in the Great Mountains.
What
Nowhere
brings
such as
you out
this.
here?
I search for indigenous people in need of defense against the nature and unity across their own continent and land. I seek to heal the sick and assist the meek in their struggles.
Well, that is very kind of you.
You are a wily creature. What brings you on this ship across the Great Blue?
I have heard tale of a religion I think I'd like to study.
Interesting. I may accompany you on your endeavors.
And I shall accompany you on yours.
Nice.
If you only were a mighty warrior, I would let you come with me. I assume you can hold your own making it this far.
I believe I can.
This is a very interesting, slow-talking conversation.
I
And
want to
as
say,
you
as a
two,
player, Lucas, you're making me upset with that voice.
So
And
as
it's
you're
just-
chatting
It's like
on
really.
the boat, all of you have met the captain before, and he has two sea hands, which you've at this time, minimal interaction with because they swab the deck, they, hoist the sails, they keep the lookout. They are awake and they're doing their kind of ordinary rounds. So, as Izael and Jarrok are speaking, what is everyone else doing at this time? Let's go with Vess and Xavier. I hope I said that right. Level, like a leveler, like you would put on a Levril. Levril, as in yes. Okay, got it. Yeah, you're in the hold. Yeah, it's like the unified bedroom everyone's kind of been assigned to because.
I'd
It's the
imagine
shipping
I'm honestly
vessel.
just hunched over in books right now.
Yeah, you got your nose stuck in on a book. What is this book that you're reading?
On it, at the moment, it's actually a series.
Oh, okay. So
not well,
it's like a novel or
no, not novels. Yeah,
You're reading a couple
compendium.
books, right?
I'm looking at certain crystals in the area, certain just energy's given off through arcane focus.
Yeah, you study the
Yeah.
structured book, and you notice the intricate connections between crystalline structures and stone structures that kind of pique your interest a little bit. They see that their physiological and magicological, connections seem to be more parallel than perpendicular to you. And you quickly, with your quail, underline some key notes you didn't necessarily notice. And you're just, time doesn't just passes so quickly for you because you're just so generally interested in what you're studying. You don't really notice that two other people have walked out.
Also, like, it's definitely not the first book. I have like a huge
Yeah,
pile
you
of
have
like
like
piles
a,
of
next
books
to you
like
is
next
just
to me, just like
almost as
stacking
tall
up.
as you are.
Every single time someone walks by, more books are piled up on there.
Yeah, the big
You
book
hear them
boy.
talking everywhere.
I'm not carrying all those books. I'm just using the ship's library while I have the chance.
Yes. I mean, the ship's library for a shipping vessel is very small. Only some novels and some stories about sea monsters, really.
What's
Nothing really too.
Is knowledge
Yes.
forever lost?
There's, knots. There's some knot books. How to tie some sea knots.
You got all the map books. I got the one about sea monsters.
So
He's got like the
Levril-
pop book.
You open it,
check this out.
you see a worm.
Whoa. Yo, where did everyone go?
So Levril, what are you doing while Vess is nose deep in a book?
I guess I'm just kind of looking over his shoulder, but I'm more invested in my book and also wondering when we're going to leave the hold.
I mean, you're allowed to leave. doors wide open.
Hey.
And you can see
I'm gonna,
it's
like-
daybreak from the
I'm
hold,
gonna
but it's
lean
not-
over his shoulder. I'm gonna like tap him and be like, "So, Raiden."
Not now. Very close to something.
What would that be?
Well, go retreat back to the corner of the room. I'll tell you about it in a minute.
Okay, fine. I retreat to the corner of the room.
So after your exchange between one of your shipmates and close friend, you quickly turn around and do as is instructed. You sit back in your corner and you continue reading your book about the local sea life and some rumors of. Yeah. What?
Yeah, I was
Oh, yeah.
gonna ask
Okay,
what races everyone was.
Yeah. All right, so I'm a high elf right now. Well, not really. I'm a high elf. I got
Okay, I hope that doesn't change randomly.
yeah. Hopefully, it doesn't fucking just change. I'm a high elf. I got long black hair, but it's kind of frayed back. I guess I'll just say like a Yasuo
Look like
hairstyle,
Elrond.
considering that's what we get that. It's just like frayed back and kind of like put back in a ponytail. And
I'm imagining you as Elrond.
I got like these blue robes, but I don't have my hood on. I have a brown leather belt with 2 metal hoops, just right in front, where it's right in the belly. Yeah, with a dagger on one side. On the other side, I have a white wooden mask with just 3 very hollow holes for the eyes and mouths. And then I have these just leather boots. That's about it.
Levril, what's your character look like?
So for me, I am a wood elf. I have like coppery skin with like green eyes, and I also have a hooded cloak, but the hood is off, and like I have scale mail underneath it.
What's your class?
Wood elf.
No class.
Class for a cleric.
Clerk. Gotcha.
Clark.
So
Clark Griswold, sorry.
yeah, Clark.
The cursed word has been
I
spoken.
agree.
As you guys are doing your studies, you hear loud, high-pitched ting ting of metal as you hear a bell, and you hear the bell. Why did I say it like that? And you hear the gravelly old voice that you all recognize through the weeks of coming. Oi, everyone! I got some news to share, and it's your old pal that you've hired to join. He's a grizzled, maybe a bit more meatier than the average person, gentleman. He's got leather, dark stained leather gear, and he's wearing the classic pirate get-up. But he's not a pirate, actually. He's a merchant dealer. And he is
But
calling
he
everyone
looks
up to
like
the ship. There is some news to be told.
I keep my head in my book for
All right.
until I get
I
pulled
put
out. Until I get pulled out, yeah.
Yeah, I put my book down, and then as I'm walking up the stairs, I kind of just like grab the back of his cloak and
still
start
have the
walking
book.
up the
I have
stairs.
the book.
Yeah, this familiar voice is Mordrin, the captain of the vessel that you guys have paid money to go on. Paid a coin to go on. So what is you guys hear that? Obviously, Izael and Jarrok, you notice he's kind of on the deck as well. So as you're speaking, he's kind of walked out, and he's got for how early it is. There's like a mug in his hand. So how early it is, he was always a drunkard, so he's probably drinking.
Ah, the old Irish coffee.
Ah, yes. You know, nothing can't really do anything right once you drink enough without getting drunk before doing it. Kinda chuckles
I
to
don't
himself.
think that makes any sense, but whatever floats your boat.
He chuckles and he's like, that's a pretty good pun. I'll have to save that one. And he kind of waits for everyone to gather up. Is there any? Is everyone already here? Or
Oh yeah, we made it up.
anyway, after Vess has been dragged up by Levril, he kind of gets you all, and all of you guys kind of work around. He's like, "Well, it looks like Wavemeet's only a couple of minutes out." He kind of points, and it's pretty obvious at this point. The landmass that have steadied and are closing. As before, you could see the open sea. Now you can see the coastline, and it's hard to see the sea in front of the ship. So you guys are getting pretty close to the dockyard. And he's like, "All right, well, when we're here, remember what I told you earlier. I'm not. This is kind of on below the cuff, below the table. So when you get off my ship, it'd be kind if you didn't come back. So just make sure you leave all your stuff here." They don't really do too kindly to shipping vessels bringing people in. But it's the cheapest way I could have gotten you guys across without paying some dumb fee. And it'll be busy when we get there, so you'll be able to slip out without having to be too over the brow. But if they ask how you got here, to say on some ship, don't speak my name. And he kind of smiles after he says that.
Do not worry, I cannot remember it anyway.
He chuckles. Well, in these business transactions, names aren't important, actions are. And
I know what you mean.
and he dismisses everyone.
Would I know
So-
the what the population is mostly made up of?
Yeah,
At this where we're landing.
yeah, make a history check.
Oh wow, that sucks. Hang on. I probably do not. History 3.
Oh!
You just, for most of your life, you've been in your kind of area neck of the woods, so
Yeah.
at this point it's a
Yeah.
toss-up, and you already know that you're already would be sticking out, so you don't think that many people would look the way that you do, that's for sure. But you just can't tell based on you're more of an animals person than you are a people person anyway.
Yeah.
So-
Shit.
Do
It's
not
kind of
worry,
hard
my
to.
furry
You've
friend.
never been to this place before, so it's.
I will make
Right
sure
to the
no harm comes to you. I have been an outcast many a time in many place. It's not a foreign feeling to me. We will relish it together in this new land.
Yeah, I like the sound of that.
God, your voice, dude, it's gonna break sometime. I don't know if
You say-
Jarrok will break, but I'm breaking already.
Is that in character? Or no?
That was it. When I'm not
assuming
speaking like this, then I'm out of
I
character.
like to imagine it
It's
It's
was
not
a
the deep
character.
voice, it's out of character.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's all
So-
serious, and then Roby's voice is fucking hilarious, dog.
So there are some places of the ship that can be searched, or I'm not saying like search as in you're looking for them, but there are places that can be perceived on the ship. And note that when you dock and get off, you will not be able to get back on the ship. So if you guys are inclined to look around the ship, you most certainly can.
But you said that we had to leave our belongings.
No, make sure you don't leave
Oh,
your
Oh,
belongings.
I thought he said leave
No,
your
no, no,
belongings
no,
for some reason.
no.
Okay.
Just don't
What is
leave
the-
anything on the ship because he's not going to get you back on.
You got it, boss. I ain't gonna plan on leaving anything.
But there is like,
there a storage facility on the ship?
yeah, there is.
Can I look around there?
Yeah, you after the talk and after everyone's conversations, you kind of walk away from the crowd. Are you trying to do this? Are you trying to be seen, or are you not worried if people follow
I'm
you?
not.
Or
I mean, I don't think it's painful to just look around the hold. There's a curiosity to see
Yeah,
what
okay.
ships bring.
so all of you notice, Ezreal. Fuck, I can't call you Ezreal. Izael, yeah,
Izael.
Easel.
Mystic
like the painting. You all see this gentleman walk away, kind of, not without much of a purpose, but just to look around. Does anyone want to follow him?
I kind of want to follow him, but I want to pretend like I'm going to bring my books back to the library.
Okay, so you go back to you carry your books in your hand, and then you
Wait,
Make
wait.
sure he returns his books.
Are we docked right now?
No.
Okay.
There's a couple of actions that can be done before being docked, but
Okay.
and then when the group decides, we might as well just kill him, then you guys will dock. But this allows you to search the ship to find anything of interest. So yeah. So who's following Izael?
And I am too.
Vess and Jarrok, are you just gonna chill? Just enjoy that view?
Yes.
Okay. You sit there and it's nice. The sea, whoosh, back and forth is really pretty. It's it's about as good as it gets sometimes. So you start to look around and you go into the hold where you guys eventually were stored in, but there's like a latch over where you guys are staying, and you can flip it open pretty easily, and there appears to be stairs that kind of lead downward. This is kind of where they would store things, you would think.
Is it dark down there?
It's do you have night vision?
No.
It's dimly lit. You would need to have some sort of light source in order to truly see around, but it's about...
Is there a torch or a candle around?
Yeah, there's
Can
a...
I grab
there's a
one of
torch.
them?
Yeah, so you walk around, you grab a torch, and it's unlit, so do you have anything to light it?
Oh,
I
I
cast
do. In
light.
my explorer's pack, I have a tinderbox that I will use.
Alright. So you pull out a tinderbox and you strike it, and with ease it just catches. And the room is blatantly lit up with light. And it's, barrels. It's barrels and crates.
Can I try one of the barrels just to see if it'll open?
Sure. Yeah, you get to a barrel, and do you have anything to open it with? Do you have like a crowbar, or you just or you can try to brute
Can
force it.
I leverage it with my spear?
Yeah, you can
Just
certainly
kind of
try.
pop it open.
Yeah, make a strength check. Yeah.
9.
Try as you might, the metal rings that keep the barrel closed are doing a pretty damn good job.
I'll leave it. It's not mine anyway.
But some barrels are ajar, and they have
Oh,
obviously.
I thought they were
bread.
barrels.
What?
God damn it! That's
I'm sorry. Sorry.
But they are ajar, and they have apples, cabbages, lemons, of course, and citrusy like oranges. They're like food that would be easy accessible.
I'll take a single apple.
Yeah, it's a red apple. It's you gonna bite into it.
Ooh.
Yes, so I'll bite into the apple as I
Yeah,
walk back up the stairs.
Yeah, it tastes pretty good. So as
Wait. So
What have you found
As you
there,
bite in the apple.
small one?
yeah, so as Izael is walking up, Vez and Levril, what do you guys follow him back up, or do you want to search the
Is he still eating the apple?
storage some more? Huh? What'd you say?
Is he still eating the apple?
All right. Well, he's eating an apple and walking up the stairs. So, I'm guessing, Izael, you notice you've been followed because you turn around.
I suppose I do.
So you
Yeah, it's
you two
fantastic
lock
out
eyes
here.
with Izael as he begins to walk up.
Well, howdy there.
Oh wow.
Fuck,
Oh,
Would
oh,
you
Hello
like
from
an
across
apple?
the room.
I'm quite right now, thank you.
Alrighty then. And I walk up the stairs.
Hold on.
Oh, yes.
There aren't quite so many of you around there, are you?
How do you mean?
Well, you seem unique.
I would say so, yes.
I'm curious. I haven't seen many people like you.
What would you like to know?
Over time, much. But right now, I think I've got just quite enough. How would you like, though, to maybe explore a bit? You seem like you'd like to go out.
I do.
Is this
Exploring is part of why I'm here.
Maybe
a
coming
is
out.
this a date?
Are they like right at the entrance to the top of the ship, to the deck
And
of the
we're
ship?
still in the hold, right? Like the bottom of it.
Well,
Yeah. So
Can
here,
I
so,
hear them?
well, once we're off this old dusty old
No,
ship,
because there are
give me
two
a
floors below you.
holler.
Oh, okay. Trying to picture it.
So there's the deck, there's the
Never
place that you
mind.
guys are staying, and then there's another hold below the hold.
That's where we are.
Yeah. So I don't think you would
Oh,
be
this is
able
a
to
big
hear,
ship. Okay.
especially if you weren't trying to at the time. You definitely don't hear them.
I've already said I would like to travel with the giant fellow up top.
A
So
giant
if you
fellow?
would like to join us, we could maybe make a party of some kind.
Yes, lead the way.
Okay, we need to
I'm gonna walk my way back to Jarrok.
What
And as
Jarrok.
Jarrok, pardon me. What did
did you say something,
Yeah.
Meaghan?
Huh?
Did you
Oh, I
say
just
anything?
said I made him.
Okay. So are any of you guys gonna search the hold, or are you just gonna walk up?
I say we walk up, but as we walk up, I cast prestidigitation and I cast like some sparks like fly behind us, and makes it look like we walk up.
Oh yeah. The fucking Final
Why?
Fantasy.
Hmm.
The Final Fantasy. Fucking Vess joins a party.
My, what a spectacular effect. You sure have a knack for small magical intricacies.
You must be the giant I've heard so much about.
What gave it away?
Shoes?
My
Heard
friend
you-
here has a great sense of humor.
Indeed.
So, as you guys walk up, you're about to board the dockyard into Wavemeet. Is everyone content with what they've done on the ship now? This is the kind of last call to do any other action on the ship before it
Managed to
docks.
travel with some elves and a furry dude? Yes, I am very content with my actions. on the
I
ship.
want to throw my apple into the ocean.
You
Wait,
chuck it.
Wait a minute. Before he throws the apple.
Yeah.
What do you have there? Is that an apple?
It is.
Might I have a bite?
Sure.
I eat the entire apple in one.
Alrighty then.
Crunchy.
Delicious.
The core
Is it like the palm of his
Fantastic.
hand?
Yeah, right.
Just
is it
like the
Jack?
apples I've had.
It's a normal apple, right? It's fucking tiny.
Yeah, I'm huge. It's just like a berry.
Yeah, you stuff it in your mouth, and
Delicious.
it's pretty good. You could use a bit more. But
Not as good as the apples back home, but indeed, still a nice morsel for the early day.
yeah. And as you enjoy your ship snack, quickly the air around you starts to bustle with sounds of work, bells being tolled, ropes being tied. The distinct smell of fish starts to hit the air, and you're at Wavemeet, a little fishing town, and you see as the wave hands start to tie the ship down that you guys were on, and the gentlemen start loading barrels on and off the ship, and the captain walks up to you guys, and he says, "Well, it's about time we split up. It was a fun week, or maybe 5 or 6. Can't keep count anymore. But thanks, and remember, I didn't get you here. You went on another ship."
You are a silly man with your discreet tendencies.
Oh yeah, when you're shipping things, people like to be very specific about what you're shipping. We do this as like a side gig,
I will remember your face, but perhaps not your name.
Oh, you would know his name as Modron, Captain Modron.
I will forget. Both
it's
my
in
character and the player.
It's in the story.
Oh, okay.
Starting information at the very bottom.
Someone else will remember.
It's okay. Well, it is written for you, or you can definitely do
Excellent. Cool.
it. So, and the story notes will expand as you meet more characters. So that's the
Okay.
main facilitator for information. So, as the 4 of you disembark off the ship, would any of you guys like to make a perception check when you walk off the dock to see what you see?
Sure.
Everyone can make this check, so
Oh, hell yeah.
go at it.
You ready for me to roll a nat 20? Oh! I rolled a 19.
Nice.
11.
Okay.
It'd be 14 for me.
All right. Levril, do you have a roll, or are you gonna choose not to roll?
I got 20.
No, is it non-natural? Is it 19 plus a mod or what? I'm gonna assume it's non-natural. Is that right?
It's not natural. I got a 15 plus my 5.
Okay. So, as you guys are walking out, it looks like an average port city, but all of you lock eyes to some sort of person that seems to be walking towards you with some sort of pace. And as she gets closer and closer, you realize that she has this aqua-colored hair, and she's looks like she's some sort of priest. And she walks up to you, and she's like, the people have come to this small town. Hello, welcome to Wavemeet. It's a bit busy these early hours, but I'm glad.
Out with it, priest. Stop stumbling over your words. What do you need from us?
No, I don't need of any, but it's the fact that not many people come to this town because we're just so out of the, we're not a lot you can come and see and do. Well, my name's Claire. I'm the druidic priestess for Wavemeet.
How interesting.
Yeah, and as you instantly know from her garb and how she looks that she's a druid.
I'd like to hear about this religion of yours.
As you say that, her face instantly lights up.
Oh no, what have I done?
Oh wow, that's incredible. Not many people in this town are actually interested in the religious activities here. Well, we do have a chapel that I stay and live and keep and repair as the storms come by. But I mean, if you're more than willing to learn more about our religion, I guess I could take you guys there.
You say they are not interested. Is this more of a weary disposition against your religion, or is it merely a hedonistic ignorance?
I think these individual people have to work too hard. They're working every day to, just sunrise to sunset in order to get their things done that they don't find time in their lives for the religion. I mean, we're such a small city that the major capital doesn't really pay us any mind, which is kind of unfortunate. And thus, they appointed me after I got back from the monastery to look over this small area and to promote.
Wouldn't you be more tight-knit then if you are such a small, struggling group of people?
Well, let's just say I'm kind of new to this. I moved in about maybe 3 or 4 moons ago, so it's a bit,
So you
bit new
truly
to
have
this
no
kind of
idea.
thing. No, unfortunately.
Indeed.
It's been a bit troublesome
Unfortunate.
to get these people to show up to any sort of service or ceremony. It's been a bit tough.
Perhaps
She kind of
there was
looks
something
disappointed.
else.
Like she's very emotive in how she speaks. She's like a classic elvish druid, wood elf druid, who's like thin figure and pale skin with some freckles, and she's got that aqua colored hair.
Is this
Perhaps they need some other sort of guidance.
No, what do you propose?
I do not know.
Hmm.
I know nothing of these people as of yet. Perhaps they need a sort of gathering area or some place to relax. It may not be so bound by religious customs.
No, there's always the town center, but like I said, the only religious part of this town is the chapel that I live in. And sure, the architecture
What's
might
up?
remind them a little bit, but
Hola.
Is this religion the majority religion of this province?
Happy Easter from
yes, it
Hold on.
is.
Mail.
And as she's
Numbers.
speaking, she kind of flashes this emblem that's like it's like a drawing of like a fox, and its tail as it curves up becomes a wave, and that is the holy symbol for Volpez, the water god familiar. You would know, Izael, as this is the religion that you are inclined to study. And
Interesting.
these people they find it hard to really trust the church these days.
What did the church do to lose their faith?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I just think it's because they're just busy all the time.
Who was the person before you that was in charge here?
Well, that's the problem. No one really told me about who I was replacing. They just said I was.
Doesn't that seem a little suspicious to you?
Yeah, I suppose, but at the time I was just so, excited to get actually working, and I just thought maybe the person died or something. Like, people grow old here and they kind of pass away. I felt like it was just, like the days change, So, I don't know if it was because of the old priest or. I mean, even when I moved into the chapel, which is, now my house and the place of worship at the same time, I never found anything out of place.
No documents he left behind?
Besides holy documents, no. I mean, I've been just so busy with the church paperwork that I haven't been able to ask around.
Well, perhaps I could do some asking around.
Maybe, but I mean, that was maybe what, like 2 or 3 moons ago. I don't know if people could remember. But there
Well,
is a
if
town
you had-
center. That'd be a good place to start.
I'll try my best.
Oh, okay. Well, if you haven't you're interested in the religion, you can always come by to. And she kind of points to a taller building within the mix of, other buildings that surround, and this building catches your eye in particular, Izael, because this building is entirely made out of druid craft.
Ooh.
And it sticks out the most because this would, to your knowledge, would be incredibly hard to do.
Oh shit.
And the chapel is tilted to a certain degree, and its steeple is pointing into a direction.
Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Yeah, you could say it tilts like that. And you know what? Make a religion check for me.
Alright. Oops. Religion. 17.
Yeah, you know, as your general interest into this religion, you've done your study work, and you recognize from the books you've read about Volpez is that all the minor chapels tilt towards the major chapel.
Which is where?
So, which is in the capital of Foxwater, called Duskirk. The Duskirk Holy Chapel. That's what it's referred to as. It's the chapel. All the other chapels kind of emulate it, but all of the steeples and architecture tilt towards that major capital cathedral.
Interesting. So I know where to go based on if I'm trying to get somewhere.
Yeah, you know based on its history that it's to help pilgrimages know where to go.
Yeah.
Like that's what it was intended purpose, but now it's something that they keep just strictly for aesthetic.
Right. Alright.
Yeah.
We're still on the docks, right?
Yeah, you saw the docks. And you know things, it's bustling. People are moving things around, and so who rolled? I need Max, what was your roll for perception?
I got a 14.
Okay, so as you know, they're talking about this majority of religion. You notice off the side that there seems to be some sort of shop, or some sort of tavern almost that's attached to the docks. And it seems to be like where people aren't moving barrels and crates. There seems to be people going in and out of this like small like establishment. And Levril, you also notice the same thing.
All right. So, we're all still next to the dock still.
Yeah, no one is split up the party.
Okay, cool.
So, what would you guys like to do?
That's a great question. Well, doesn't seem like there's many options here.
Is Claire still standing here?
Yeah. So,
Is there a chance we could stay at the chapel?
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't think that the chapel has beds, but I could probably get something arranged.
How about an inn?
I have been
What about
lost
the
in
afternoon?
meditation. What the hell is going on?
If for beds, I don't think the chapel could be suited for sleeping. I mean, good sleep. I don't think there were good things to make you even
Is
remember.
there, like my small friend said, is there an inn near the chapel?
Yes, actually, and she kind of points to the building. You and Levril, Vess, all notice. And she's like, oh, it's called the Broken Clam. I haven't really been in there, to be honest.
Is it like the Family Guy?
What time
the
is it?
Drunken Clam is the Family Guy thing.
Oh,
But,
it's close.
bar's
What
closed.
time is it right now?
It's about 8:20, 8:10 in the morning.
In the morning.
Yeah, it's early.
Okay. Why are we going to find a place to sleep? I mean, it is so early. What is this talk of sleeping? Let us go out and explore the wilds, or perhaps speak to some of these meager townsfolk.
Well, I mean, it's still early. I mean, I might as well. You think you'd? She kind of raises her voice, like, well, I mean, for food. I mean, I don't know if you guys ate anything on that ship you guys are on. But, I mean, I'm certainly famished. She kind of chuckles herself.
Perhaps we should secure breakfast.
I was thinking about the same thing, and I was walking down the dockyard, and I noticed you guys, and I had to run over because visitors are rare.
I suppose we'll go get breakfast then.
All right. Is everyone in? No rebuttal to that? No.
I'm done.
Let us go find some lamb to eat. I do adore lamb.
All right. So as the four of you walk through the bar, what instantly catches your eye is that there's normal patrons, and then there's this one person in particular that sticks out. He seems to be a half-orc gentleman.
Okay,
Roton, would you like
interrupt?
to describe what your character looks like in a bit more detail?
I just want to interrupt real quick. I'm really sorry.
Oh yeah, good.
I just want to say hi, because I don't ever say hi.
Oh, it's
Hi, everyone.
It's
Chase.
Chase.
Hey,
Oh,
Chase.
Oh,
Alright, it's over. He's leaving now.
Oh,
Okay. This is scary. I love you, Chase.
Alright, so Roton, you notice there's a group of four people you've never seen before, and they look vastly different from the regular patrons of the Broken Clan walk in. What does your character look like so that we can all have a general idea?
I'm just kind of also real subtle about that one, Matt. But I'm
Yeah,
just kind
yeah.
of slumped over one of the tables, having some scrambled eggs, my breakfast, whatever meat that they're serving.
Delicious seagull egg.
Perhaps. I don't think
A
seagulls
delicacy.
lay. I don't know. What? They're birds.
Most
So they
definitely
have
have
to.
to.
What?
Don't
Yeah, they
finish
have
that
okay,
sentence.
I don't know. I don't know my birds. Okay, so
yeah. I mean,
he's wearing like he's nothing fancy. He's got boots, kind of raggedy clothes, not very well kept, but also not like dirty to any large extent. He's got a collared shirt with like a shawl kind of laid over him. He's got a top knot with graying hair. Not green for a half-orc. It's pretty tan. Seen some sun. And I'm just I look up and see these yahoos
Yeah.
enter. Oh, also, I have a large curved greatsword with a flat,
Curved.
yeah, with like a flat top of it instead of like that normal point. It's kind of flat.
You have an executioner's blade.
Yeah, the greatsword's kind of like leaning with the blade on the wooden floor, leaning against the table next to me as I'm eating. And I see
So
him
You're
walking.
gonna scuff up the floor? Oh, I guess it's flat. Never mind.
we're not close to him yet. We just came in.
Yeah, I just look up and I see y'all.
My
Yeah, so as you,
is he facing? He's facing us then, right? Or you're
yeah,
facing
I mean,
us, right?
he would look
Kinda,
up
like,
at
turn
you
my-
guys and see
Turn
you.
my head.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you,
My furry friend,
all right.
I seem to believe this half-orc is of some significance. Perhaps he is a traveler like ourselves.
What makes you inclined to believe that?
He does not appear to match the races commonly seen in this city.
I,
He seems to be an outlander.
what was that, Vess?
You heard what I said. No. Sorry.
No.
My bad. No, sorry. I apologize. I misheard you.
I am hard of hearing.
It is hard to hear you from all the way up here. Perhaps we should approach him instead.
How about this? And is there like an unlit candle on this table?
yeah. I would say there's
I
one
use
that can.
prestidigitation to just kind of light that candle.
So yeah, so Roton, as you're like enjoying your breakfast, the candle in front of you ignites.
Explodes. No.
And it instantly gets your attention as the candle in front of you wasn't lit before.
And then we're all like, look at his, or I'm look at his way. And I give him a little wave.
We're staring at him.
I'm mad dogging this dude.
Yeah, I'm kind of like.
He's gonna think we're like racists or something. He's just like we walk into
Well,
this bar.
based on what I said earlier.
You're different.
Yeah, did I hear anything that they said?
Unless they were trying to mask it, no. I mean, unless they were trying to mask it, yes. You hear everything.
Okay.
You hear...
So these guys just walk in and I'm like, oh, look at that guy. This is racist. Look at that.
Hey, I said you seem important or significant. So, although being racist,
You hear my you hear my fork clatter against my plate as my chair scoots back and I stand up. What do you want?
Yeah.
You got a staring problem?
No, my friend here would like to speak to you. I back up.
Get your hide behind.
have we walked over to him?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
At this moment you've had.
For the sake of my imagination, how tall is everyone?
6'3".
I'm a high elf, so I'm still pretty decently tall. I'd say at least about 6 foot.
7'6".
And then Levril is shorter.
Firbolg's the tallest fuck.
Levril is shorter than, what is it, Voss?
Vess.
What is your name, Vess?
Yeah. Wait. Izael. Well, I'm Vess.
Okay. No, that's what I'm saying. Is
Yeah, sorry, my bad. Yep.
okay. All right.
So,
Are we close to him?
Yeah.
He's like, you're giant, right? So you're like, you gotta be like.
Oh,
what?
I'm the tallest. Yeah, I am the tallest. I just
Okay,
need
what,
to know how
13?
short everyone else
Like-
is.
Wait, 11 foot.
Whoa! No, I'm only 8 feet tall.
Oh, you're only 8 feet tall. Like,
Yeah.
I think like the max was like 11.
I looked up like giants, and it was like to be like a young giant or something like that. It was like 11 to 13 feet or something like that.
Jesus.
Well, I'm a half giant, which is
Oh, you're
a
half
Goliath.
giant. Half giant.
I'm a
Half giant,
Goliath.
Yep, that makes more
Half giant,
sense.
70.
I'm a Goliath, so like 8 feet is like the tallest I can be, and then 340 is as heavy as I can be.
Raton, what's your height?
I said I was 6'3".
Yep. So you know, the two gentlemen in front of you are about of equal height, give or take
Nope.
a couple inches.
Oh, I mean, the other two.
Yeah.
It's like a foot taller than me.
Like I said,
Well.
my companions would like to speak with you for a moment.
And then you like sidestep.
I walk up to him. I saunter up to him.
Okay.
I swag up to him.
You lumber, if you will.
I take one step and I'm right next to him.
Okay.
You seem to be from a distant land, half-orc. Not seen many of your kind around here. Are you perhaps
that a
on some
problem?
sort of quest? No problems. I am merely curious about your intentions in this land.
Well, keep it to yourself. I got business.
Some pos-
Business? What kind of business?
I do believe it concerns me and possibly my friend if you are perhaps going against the law of the land.
Is an odd assumption.
I thought we were friends, small furry one.
I'm with the firbolg.
At least some of us are on the same page.
Are you asking me for work?
Absolutely
What do you
not.
work as?
Not to work for companionship.
Can you suck dick? No. Sorry. Sorry. I didn't say that.
As soon as he says
And
dick,
scene.
a right hook hits his jaw.
I don't think you can reach that high.
Yeah, again.
Wait, you wanna go slap him?
No, because he didn't say that in character. I'm assuming.
No.
It was I could, but I only jest.
You're
Let's
totally
not start a bar
Wait,
fight.
did you say it or not in character? Because if you said it, I'm
I
punching
did,
you.
but I think it's just a kid. I think I'm just kidding. It's not.
Oh
I
no,
think
no, I'm
just gonna
punching
say
you.
it.
Can I roll to
Okay,
hit?
all right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, all right.
Yeah, no,
He's-
I missed.
It's up. You're going for like.
I missed.
So back up.
I just sort of lean back and dodge the punch a little bit.
Well,
I'm
you need a
merely
roll.
just half-orc.
What's the roll, Xavier?
Trash.
Oh, okay.
Like
You
4
like-
plus whatever.
You turn around
9.
and you swing, to hit like the sweet spot below the jaw, and Jarrok just takes a half step back.
Rocks.
I'm merely just half-orc. Try not to be so uptight. We may, seeing as you have a great fighting spirit, we wish to perhaps, if the others are so inclined, extend an invitation to you to join our party of adventurers, I guess we would call it.
Misfits, I feel, is a more apt term.
Where are you
Let
off
him
to?
think how he thinks. Wherever justice is needed. Alright, that was...
Well,
I
I'm
didn't
not
like
sure
that.
about justice, but I'll do it for some coin.
I'm sure there will be coin involved. People are always grateful.
Are you currently under the employ of anyone? Because if not,
I employ only for myself. I am for the greater good of the countrymen.
is this guy always like this?
I don't know.
Yes, I am.
A couple hours ago.
I am like this.
Everyone goes.
Well,
If you have a problem with my demeanor, half-orc, I would gladly put you in your place.
Oh.
in my place.
Although you already seem to be there, eating alone the eggs of the flying kind. I eat my ass, orc.
Yeah, I grabbed my great sword and I'm fucking off. I'm walking out the door.
All right.
Fuck these hobos.
You take your sword and everyone hears it goes across
Yup.
the ground,
Yup.
and you sling it over your shoulder and you just walk out. And
Fucking slam that
After-
door open.
after the talk, the party looks around and everyone is staring at you. They like that conversation was so out of left field that it's just gotten everyone looking at all of you. And
I'd
as
like
soon
to
as
turn
you
to the party.
realize that you pretty much set a scene, everyone quickly like, oh shit, they're looking at us.
I'd like to turn to the party. Why did you let me talk to this orc?
You approached him.
Listen, the sorcerer approached him. Clearly you can all tell I am not so eloquent. Don't you yell at me from down there!
I was not born with it. Goss on coffee. And I put my.
I will sit on you! Do not test me, elf!
No, please don't sit on him, please. Smack down my fucking cup. You'll kill him.
Oh gosh.
I would like to calmly.
Hilariously, as you guys look around and then notice and they look away, that outburst brought the attention back of everyone in the bar.
Everyone, that is fine. Go back to your drinking and merriment. A mere
I would
scuttle between companions.
I would like to sit down at Roton's seat and finish his scrambled eggs.
Yeah, you sit down. A little bit left. And you just start eating.
I want to go out and see if Roton is still outside of the inn
Alright.
or wherever we are.
Jarrok starts to
tavern.
walk outside. Who's following him?
I'll walk outside as well. Can we by any chance see like a big like trail where?
Yeah. There's a.
Sword.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know. It depends on Roton. Did you were dragging your massive sword along, or
I mean,
did you carry over your sword?
Initially, and then I picked it up.
Yeah.
So there was
Did
like
you
a
stop
bit of
outside?
a groove into the. Yeah.
I will follow, but I also want to be carrying the
The plate.
Yeah, the plate with the fork with the scrambled egg. I'm walking next to them eating scrambled eggs.
Roton had to drink. Maybe I had to drink.
Yeah, he has a drink.
I was just. Water.
What were you drinking? Was it like?
You know what? Water refreshes the mind.
As I step outside, I would like to yell, "Half-orc! I believe I owe you an apology for my rudeness. And my friend here is eating your scrambled eggs. I think you should take them before he finishes them all."
You turn around as the gentleman who, I don't know the word, threatened you, is now apologizing the next minute. You turn around, your sword's on your back, and you look at him. What do you say? What
I
happened?
kind of cock my head at him. My eyes like squinting.
I want to press it to
I like.
What? I know,
who?
but to do what?
like make it look really good.
Make what look really good?
Me!
I kind
I
of
think.
like. I did that thing where you like you pinch the bridge of your nose.
Yeah.
Just kind of like.
Doing that right now,
sigh.
actually.
It's like, you're looking for work, right?
We seek adventure.
Venture.
My
work.
companions allowed me to speak for the party, which I turned to my companions. It's quite the foolish move, I would say.
Well, I have
I
the ability
I
to speak.
turned back to Roton, ignoring the furry man.
Furman.
I believe we could use your great sword capabilities, as I imagine you are quite adept at using the weapon you so effortlessly sling over your back.
Look, if it's work you want, I can get you work.
Work would be nice.
All right. And then I turn
Give
around.
him
and
his
I
eggs,
start
furry man.
walking towards
He didn't
the
ask
middle
for
of
his
town.
eggs. I will follow him.
After Roton says, "Sure, I'll show you work," he starts turning around and walking in a direction none of you guys are remotely familiar with. And I'm guessing you follow.
Mm-hmm.
You guys journey to the center of the town where the business is usually dockside, so it's a bit more timid. There are not many people here. And he stops at this massive planked board with pieces of parchment paper nailed onto it. Seems to be some sort of community center board of notice. There are a couple of jobs on the board. And they're, well, if you guys want to look at the board,
Yeah, anything. of
Roton, if
note?
you want to say anything to them about the board.
I just kind of turn around and I gesture toward the board.
This
I
and the
would
board
like
is
to.
ran. The board is ran by the town guard. So whenever the town guard gets problems, they will haphazardly scribble on some parchment. Also, there are also, ads plastered. You see an ad for the tavern you guys were just in. Ads for hunting supplies, for meats. It's a big community board. You'll pull up, but there are some pieces of paper that catch your eye.
Like
There's
what?
one from the guard fellowship asking for a group of bandits to be persuaded to stop raiding trade routes. By persuade I mean probably brutally murdered.
Let us
There's-
murder them!
Hold on, hold on.
There's
Let's
a
go to all our options.
parchment
The
paper
plunderers?
written by a farmer, not written by the guards, written by a farmer asking for some help about keeping the watch on his sheep. He feels like there's some sort of animal that has been lurking within the woods that have claimed some sheep, and he needs some people to help him with that. There is a notice from Claire that she needs some individuals to meet with her at the chapel. She has some news regarding Duskirk, the capital of Wavemeet. Oh, not wait, yeah, of Foxwater. And that's about it. There are a couple ads scribbled, a couple store ads. There's a
How much
broken flower, which is apothecary.
Is there a gold amount for the bandits? Like the
Yeah, I
bounty
want to
hunters?
Yeah.
grab that one.
The gold amount is 50 gold per person.
I'd like to see
And
what
the
the
payment will
farmer-
be acclimated at the guard's tower, which is which is like easily spotted from the sign. It's a cobblestone tower that looks like it used to be first a watchtower, and the city was then built around it.
I believe we should help this farmer. It may benefit the will of all people here to have a better steady supply of delicious meat.
Yeah, and lamb too. What's your favorite?
Like, yes. As
Mr. Jarrok,
as I said earlier.
if you don't
What do you
mind
like?
me asking, how much money do you have?
I have 10 gold. However, money is of no value to me.
But do you
People
not think
give charitably when you help them out of your own kind.
this is true? But can you not use the money we obtain from this first job to better help the people in their needs?
Yeah? Oh, it's lagging.
Oh, never mind. I thought he was paused.
No.
Okay.
Pretty sure we just DC'd.
Yep.
Means I'm gonna pause the video.